couple weeks ago, I made a video. It was actually a short. It was only like 17 seconds long, and I went through this water. And the name of the video was Tesla Smesla by a Jeep. That video was meant to be a joke. It's not like I'm in love with my Jeep and I was making fun of Teslas. The humor in the original video, Tesla Smesla, get a Jeep. It was a little dry, possibly even sarcastic. From my experience, that type of humor doesn't always go over the way that I want it to. So, here's a visualization of what I was trying to do.
I've encountered an obstacle that not just any shoe can get over, but my really nasty loafers can. Here we go. I did it.
That type of humor, it's not for everyone. It might not even be for me after I watched it. It's definitely not for Tesla owners, though. The loyalty of Tesla owners. Some of the comments I got, the first one, and I don't know if he was a Tesla owner. He left me a funny one. He said, yo, bro, could have got through that water with a skateboard. I was cracking up when I read it. I wrote him back and I said, I was waiting for somebody to call me out on the fact that there was like 3 inches of water that I went through. This is the original video I put on Tesla Smesla, get a Jeep. It's like 15 seconds long, but the comments. Here's one of them. This is a great example of why you should do research before trashing on something. Teslas have different gears, which in is to get through water as deep as 3 feet. He goes on, but I won't read more. Tell him my wife's a GM at a Jeep dealership. You know, no disrespect. Like, I wanted to back him off and just say, hey, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Here's one of them I got today I really like. Unfortunately, as soon as the video ended, the Jeep's motor hydro-locked and owner paid $75,000 for a new Mexican-made Pentastar 4-cylinder. Here's how I responded. Pentastar sounds fancy. I only have a 5.7-liter V8 Hemi in it. I'm sure the 2-cylinder Tesla is a better engine by far. Now, I put LOL because I want to take the sting off. All this back and forth made me start thinking about Teslas. And I've never thought about Teslas before. I see them out on the road. But the curious thing is, I don't think I've ever seen a Tesla dealership. Maybe I drove by one and I just didn't notice it. I see quite a few Teslas, though, out on the road. Then it made me start thinking a little bit more. Like, I've never seen a Tesla advertisement. And there's all these Teslas out on the road. How could that be? It's the loyalty of the Tesla owners. And you know what? Good for you. My intention with this video is just to clear the air and just to say, you know, I have no it's not like I'm disrespecting Teslas, and I'm not trying to offend anybody out there. However, coming to the defense of a vehicle the way that you do, could be a small problem. I started thinking a little bit more. Now, I haven't seen any dealerships out there, right? I haven't seen any Tesla advertisements. Maybe something else is going on. Could Tesla owners be part of a cult? Now, I don't know. Because the first thing I go to when I think about a cult is, they would have to have a leader that had cult leader tendencies or personality like a cult leader. And that's not the case with Tesla, right? So I got into Google and I plugged in, who owns Tesla? Well, the first thing that popped up, no, not that. No, not that. He doesn't own Tesla. Come on. There he is, Elon Musk. And I mean, from outward appearances, I gotta tell you, he does not seem like he would be the leader of a cult, right? He just seems like a regular, normal guy. Let's make sure we get this out of the way, because I don't want any, like, death threats or hate mail. Well, I don't mind hate mail. Elon Musk, here's my take on Elon Musk. He's one of the greats. I'm not putting him up there with the greatest human beings ever to live. However, the greatest human beings that have ever lived or walked on this earth initially came across as wacky and all that kind of stuff. People are putting them down. Some of them were put to death. And again, I'm not saying Elon Musk is up there at that level. However, he's out there doing some stuff with the money that he's earned that people have only talked about. When I hear about his dreams of what he wants to do and I see people knocking him down a couple pegs, it's because they can't do it. I'm here for you, my friend. This video is not about Elon Musk at all, poking fun at Tesla owners. If you're part of the Tesla cult, good news is there's help out there for you. I don't know much about cults. However, I think they could use, subliminal messages in order to manipulate their members into, like, I don't know, let's just say this case, buying a Tesla. Well, before we go there, I love humor, so let me just show you a funny meme that I found. Oh, wait a minute. Let me get rid of that pesky. I always get confused with those words. Let me get rid of this ad about this Jeep Grand Cherokee. Oh, there it is. Isn't that funny? I heard you were buying Twitter. Amazon is next. Bruh, it's the cart. Come on, that's funny stuff. Here's some helpful advice that I found for people that want to get out of a cult. For those who want to encourage loved ones to get out, Hassan, I think Hassan is like a psychiatrist, recommends asking respectful questions that will encourage retrospection. For those trying to leave, he advises members begin to reflect on what attracted them to the group before they could work on healing and hopefully never joining another one. So right there in black and white, it outlines it. Supposed to reflect on what attracted Tesla owners to buying a Tesla to begin with. That's where we're supposed to start, in a respectful way. So I would imagine, and I mean, I'm not a Tesla owner, so if you're a Tesla owner, you're going to have to say whether or not I'm onto something here. I'm thinking initially you were attracted to the Tesla, not from the looks, from the newness of it. I mean, I'm going to be the only one in my neighborhood with a Tesla. I'm getting a Tesla. There's a lot of them out on the road now, so we got to take that right off the table. There's a lot of Teslas out there. It's the environmental issue, Harry. What are you talking about? It's all electric. I do not want to leave a bigger footprint on this earth than I have to, so I'm getting electric. Now, all the studies that we've seen, and I'm not a rocket scientist here, all the studies that we've seen about the producing of the electric compared to the actual gasoline, you say, it's not as rosy as we originally thought in the beginning, okay? And plus, if you don't use plastic straws, you're doing your part for the environment. My goal here is to help you. What does it say? I'm encouraging retrospection so that you can get out of the cult. I got you in the grips, okay? So I would imagine those are the two leading factors for why you got a Tesla. And we're taking those right off the table. Now, what's step number 2, Harry? If anyone out there has access to a 2019 Cadillac CTS-V supercharged with about 800 horsepower, let me know. This might sum it up. Let's not take ourselves too seriously. This one is on top of the board. Are you having fun? If you think the point of this video was nothing but to have some fun, you missed the point. I'm here for Tesla owners that are no longer having fun. This isn't a joking matter to them. They got into something where they thought it was all that, and now they're struggling to get away, and they can't. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm making this video. I will no longer look down upon Tesla owners. The only time I'm going to look down on a Tesla owner is if I'm reaching out to help them up. I'm going to do my part. When I come up to a red light and there's a Tesla owner next to me, all I'm going to do is look over with sympathy and compassion and wave to them. That's me doing my part. What are you going to do to help?